On that
Yeah.
note. So it was the night before a Spurs Christmas. Again, as I alluded to, this is an annual thing we do right before Christmas. So as you bear with me, or if you make it all the way through, thank you for that. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a scouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Pochettino soon would be there. The lads were all nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of silverware danced in their heads. Super yawned in his kit, and I, ready to nap, had just watched young Spurs get more England caps. When out on the pitch there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the chair to see what was the matter. To the owner's box window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of a new fallen snow gave luster of lily white to objects below, when what to my wondering ears I heard holler but a steely Argentine and 8 world-class footballers. 'Twas a stylish old gaffer, a chin like a rock. I knew in a moment it was the man they called Pock. As rapid as cockerels his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Hugo, now Harry, now Christian and Sonny, on Winksy, on Musa, on Davies and Toby, to the top of the table, to the top of the cup, now dash away, dash away, dash away up. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up the league table the coursers they flew, with the Yid army in tow, and Pochettino too. And when in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little boot, as I drew in my head and was turning around down the stadium runway, Poch came with a bound. He was dressed all GQ from his head to his toe, and his clothes were all gleaming with style and gold, a bundle of footballs flung on his back, and he looked like a gaffer not soon to be sacked. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, the lasses of North London wished he'd have their cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a stitch, his beard on his chin trimmed as perfect as the pitch. His sly little grin revealed his twinkling teeth, and his celebratory hugs encircled his players like a wreath. He had a sharp face and a fist made of stone that shook when he cheered when the lads netted goals. He was spry and yet calm, a right jolly old elf, and I felt proud when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know we had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, went straight to his work. He yelled his instructions and turned with a jerk, laying his finger on the side of his nose. Giving a nod up the league table they rose. He sprang to his seat, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all sprinted like the down of a thistle, and I heard him exclaim, to both you and yours, Merry Christmas to all, and come on you Spurs.
Good work, my friend.
There you have it. Season 4's Walking in a Winter White Hart Lane. It was the night before a Spurs Christmas. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Chairs, you got any last minute shout outs?
No, mate. Pleasure to hear you, Pete. I know you've been a big supporter of Dallas Spurs and the podcast, and it's great for you to be on. Wish you and Jill a very Merry Christmas, and thanks for taking part in our festive edition today. And if you see that certain midfield maestro from the 80s that I worship, give him a nudge, because I still haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I will give him a little push. One, apart from sending all the very best wishes from everybody over here across the pond to all our fellow Spurs fans across in the States, one little piece of information. I haven't got a final date, but the club have already penciled in dates for test events for the new stadium, including October 2018, the first NFL game at the new lane. So obviously, subject to completion and certificates, etc., etc. But yeah, found that out at the meeting week before last. October 2018.
That's right around my birthday time, and I'll be there around that time too. Because I'm going to go. I turn 50 next year, so I'm spending 2 weeks in and around the beginning 2 weeks of October. going to the New Lane. Maybe I'll take in a European match. I'm sure that we will be there. Fingers crossed. Tim,
sounds like perfect timing.
It does, actually. Tim, what about you? Any last-minute call-outs and shout-outs and well wishes?
Just have a Merry Christmas.
Is it your favorite time of year?
It is. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I should take this opportunity. I mean, we had a surprisingly good turnout at the pub today, and it was a nice little gathering. But I want to take this opportunity as chairman of Dallas Spurs to thank all of our members and the board for another outstanding year. And, you know, I couldn't be prouder looking after this club and the people that we have, whether they're Spurs supporters within the last 6 months or the last 40 years. We cover every age and we welcome everyone. And I'm blessed. And thanks for what's been a great year and cheering on Spurs at Trinity Hall and the Irishman. And thank you to our partner pubs for putting up with us.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheers, I've seen you posting a lot. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Well, you know, the English always did a great job with Christmas tunes in the 70s. So I'm a big fan of Slade's Merry Christmas, Everybody. I love Wizards. I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. I'm also kind of partial to the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl and the Fairy Tale of New York. But, you know, people hear me talk about the Christmas lights in the West End and Oxford Street, and there's a Coldplay song they did a few years ago called The Christmas Lights. And that song it's not my favorite, but I'm kind of partial to that one because it talks about it not feeling very Christmassy at all. And as we get older, that magic of Christmas is hard to muster up. My 13-year-old is kind of sulking around the house because he's not feeling very Christmassy. So, yeah, that reminds me of being back in England last year and walking down the West End and seeing those lights because I have so many good memories of those from, you know, being a young lad walking down there doing my Christmas shopping. It was insane, and I wouldn't recommend doing it now. Certainly not with the pound in the state it's in, but yeah, good memories of that. What's yours, Tim?
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Oh, no way.
I love it. I love it. I set my Pandora station on Mariah Carey Christmas.
Oh.
I love that shit.
Pete,
Nice choice, Tim.
I know you love Saint Etienne's Christmas tune. I know we did.
I do.
Twitter last week about that.
Yeah. I was born on Christmas Day. I love that song.
Yeah.
But one that I picked up fairly recently is, I think Bing Crosby did it originally, but Katie Tunstall has done a version of Mele Kalimi Maka, which I think is Merry Christmas to You in Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Oswald's Christmas Vacation.
Right. That's the swimming pool scene when
right.
Lark's looking out the window and he sees the girl from the store. Great.
Right.
Mele Kalimi Maka is Hawaiian's way of saying Merry Christmas or some shit
Just
like
to
that.
you. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so uplifting and so jolly. I think. You know.
And I think it's from like 1940 something. Amazing.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And Kenny, you want to tell us yours?
Yeah, it's actually the 1977 version of Father Christmas from the Kinks.
Wow.
Right.
That's from left field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look that one up on YouTube, everybody.
Yeah. That's not in any of my Christmas playlists.
That one and Run, Rudolph, Run from
I'll-
Chuck Berry. Those are the two that I really enjoy. Yeah.
On that note,
That's a
I hope.
festive way of saying, yeah, well done.
Yeah, I hope everyone stuck around to hear that valuable insight right there.
That's
Yeah,
so Spursy.
And really quick,
That will do it.
No, let me get one more thing in, Timmy, and then take it away.
Okay,
For us.
okay.
I do want to take the time to thank Simon and Tim and Sam, Vass, all of the guests that come on and people that we get to interact with from the club, from the media, from the trust, and all of the fan base themselves from Tottenham, both on this side of the pond and around the world. Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas. Vass, Coney especially wasn't able to be with us because we are recording very late. So Pete, thank you very much for joining us. Alistair
My pleasure
Gold,
as always.
Always. Alistair Gold, Lyle Thomas from the sports writing community over in London. Theo Delaney, Kyle Martino, Stacey Haley and Paul Coit, Daniel Wynn with the club, Rob White, Katrina Law, Julie Welsh, Richard Cracknell, Davey Elder, oh goodness, Martin Cloak, some of my colleagues that do this, Flav Bateman, Ricky Sachs, Mike Lee. Couldn't have done this without hearing your voices first. So hopefully a very happy and Merry Christmas to all of you. And for the rest of you, I have Tim.
Yeah, you almost stole my thunder there. I knew you were about to go into it.
You nearly did. I was about to say wankers too early.
There's nothing worse than premature wanking.
Don't say wankers after I read the list. That doesn't sound good.
We couldn't end the Christmas special without fucking up the outro for Vass, but that will do it for us here at the Stars and Stripes. Thank you for tuning in, all of you Lily Whites.
And for the rest of you lot, be kind to one another, as always, unless the other guy's wearing red. Unless he's Santa Claus.
But it's Christmas, so we shouldn't call Arsenal wankers. Well, yeah, we should. Wankers.
They are wankers.